Hello and welcome to this quick pitch video on Robustel's remote triage capability. Remote triage is part of the Smart Roaming V3 suite and gives you the ability to fix problematic sites without site visit. Potentially it has huge commercial value when it's only congestion or poor RF that is the root of the issue. And a network change remotely can fix the problem. So let's dive straight in and have a look at how this works. So remote triage is in Operations Console. Tech support remote triage is the route to it. There's lots more information about Operations Console in the other videos. So where are we? Where have we landed? We're on the 3 network. We're on 4G currently, and we got most importantly, our RF parameters here. So this instantly would give us a picture down at the modem level of how it's performing. And you can put, if you're not a cellular comms expert, you can put all of this into ChatGPT or similar AI and get it to tell you what it thinks of the connection and possibly even teach you how to interpret everything. So that gives you the RF. SINAR is the big one, signal and interference to noise ratio, just there, keep an eye on that. Then ping times, very common diagnostic, very useful, very common diagnostic tool. Those ping times are perfectly reasonable. On a poor connection, you would see very erratic and in the hundreds of milliseconds, maybe thousands of up over 1,000 milliseconds in really bad conditions. And the other thing we can do is run a speed test. So we're kind of working our way up the stack from the radio level to the ping to the more like the application layer with a speed test. And the really important thing to note in all of this is that the interface is entirely text-based. Because when you have a poor connection, to try and build a graphical connection to the device over a GUI, a VPN, that kind of thing, very often you just can't reach it. It's too bad. So these tiny little packets that just get out to the router and get back again are designed to keep things very lean. And the speed test completion time, as you've probably seen before, can be very variable depending on the current connection conditions. So we can see the speed tests come in 13, healthy downlink, quite a limited uplink just at this point in time. And that is the other thing, network performance is a function of time. If you want to have a read up on how OFDMA networks actually work, it's an amazing amount of technology all coming together. So this connection is not too bad, but imagine we have one that's much worse and we need to do something about it. What we can now do is we can now change to a different network. And it's fundamentally this ability to do something to fix the problem instantaneously is what remote triage gives you. For many people without any tools or visibility like this, they would get in a van and they'd drive to site. Could be 10 miles, could be 100 miles. In IoT projects, could be the other side of the world. So the commercial value that remote triage could represent is huge. And anecdotally, we've seen a customer use this kind of mechanism and achieve in excess of 50% fix rate for remote sites just by a change in network. So this piece will take a little while, and I can explain why. We are going from the 3 network to EE. 23430 is the numeric code for EE. When we instruct that change, we need to deregister from the old network. We need to then re-register on the target network. And then the router needs to rebuild its MQTT connection to the cloud platform, which is what we're looking in here, Robustel's cloud platform, all based in Microsoft Azure in Western Europe. And then once it's rebuilt that MQTT connection, it effectively reopens this terminal connection. And that's the really smart thing, is that although we've lost the actual, the router has lost its actual connection, this is like a pseudo terminal. So to make the user experience clean and logical, the terminal stays open while the router drops its internet connection, rebuilds and comes back online. So you can see success down in the bottom left. So we can now run the status cellular command again, and as you can see here, we're now on EE on 5G. And what you'll notice is this cellular list is a bit longer now, because now we're getting some carrier aggregation. So we've got the primary carrier, but you've also got some secondaries. So you've got band 1 on 4G, band 3 on 4G, and we've got band 78 on 5G. So the RF parameters have certainly changed. Let's see how the ping times have changed as a consequence of the network change. So they're a little bit higher and a little bit variable. Let's just have another look. There we go. So there's once we get regular pings going, you get some stability. So there can be to do, there's a hell of a lot going on. So it can be to do with scheduling of resources and things like that. But overall, we're in good shape. Speed test is obviously important. And one thing to note, when we change network, if that had failed, it would fail safe. So it's a really important thing to make. It's quite complex to design in, but we've taken great care to do that. It changes network, and then it reverts back to the previous on failure, or it will then search for other networks that are visible and that are out there to connect to. So it fails safe, effectively. So we've now got a speed test of 70 meg down, 6.5 meg up, and what we can do, I mean, all the networks are different in different places and different times. So this isn't a measure of any one particular. But what we could say is that potentially we've gone from a problematic network to one that is delivering the bandwidth that we actually need to do the job. So this is remote triage is a brilliant tool. It's completely unique. It's very powerful, gives you some control back rather than commit to driving around the country or the continent trying to resolve router issues, many of which are transient anyway by the nature of the networks. So that's all for today. Hope that's useful to you. We think remote triage has huge value. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, get in touch at sales@robustel.com. Thanks very much. Bye for now.